WWE SmackDown is currently struggling, and many fans are questioning its future. As of February 21st, 2025, the show has a disappointing 2.85 rating on Cage Match, reflecting a significant decline in fan interest. WWE's recent product seems lackluster, and this trend is only getting worse. The issue is so glaring that it's believed Triple H is keeping a close eye on fan feedback, even reportedly using burner accounts to track what's being said about the show. Some of his booking decisions in 2024 were directly influenced by online criticism, especially from platforms like X. So, how can WWE fix SmackDown? Here are some ideas. 10. Acknowledge the issues. First and foremost, WWE needs to admit that SmackDown isn't living up to expectations. Acknowledging the problems is the first step toward fixing them. Once this is done, the company can start delivering the kind of show the fans deserve. 9. End the 3-hour format. The decision to extend SmackDown to 3 hours was a questionable one. WWE should have learned from their experience with Raw, which has been a grueling 3-hour watch for over a decade. While Triple H initially seemed skeptical about the change, it was a corporate decision, and unfortunately, it's been a failure. SmackDown's 3-hour format isn't working, with many fans feeling exhausted by the extended runtime. Reducing it back to 2 hours would likely lead to a more focused, engaging product. 8. Introduce fresh talent. SmackDown's roster has been stretched thin. While the additional hour was supposed to open up opportunities for new talent, WWE hasn't fully capitalized on this. A few notable names like Drew McIntyre and R-Truth were added, but there's still a shortage of fresh faces. WWE needs to look beyond their current pool and bring in more talent from Raw, NXT, and even their underused stars like Karrion Kross, the Wyatt Six, and Otis. There's a lot of untapped potential that could revitalize the show. 7. Revitalize the Midcard. The Midcard scene is a critical part of SmackDown, but it's been underwhelming recently. Shinsuke Nakamura's reign as US champion has been lackluster, and his matches have done little to excite fans. WWE made the mistake of abandoning the push for LA Knight in favor of Nakamura, but Knight, along with others like Jimmy Uso, Carmelo Hayes, and Jacob Fatu, could have created a much more exciting and compelling mid-card scene. The mid-card needs to feel important and be something fans look forward to, not just filler. 6. Let Cody wrestle. A major complaint across WWE is the lack of in-ring appearances from top stars, especially the world champions. While Roman Reigns rarely wrestles on SmackDown, Cody Rhodes has only wrestled twice in 2025, and both times in tag matches that didn't do much to further his storyline. Allowing Cody to wrestle more often, possibly through open challenges or one-on-one bouts, would help elevate SmackDown. Wrestling frequently would also allow him to help build new stars. 5. Bring back the big names. The absence of major stars like Roman Reigns and Randy Orton has been noticeable. While Cody Rhodes is present on SmackDown, the company needs to ensure its top talents are prominently featured. Big names like Reigns and Orton need to make regular appearances. WWE has grown complacent, assuming that the show will succeed based on these stars' past popularity. However, relying too heavily on fresh faces can backfire without solid storytelling and established stars. Take a break from the Bloodline storyline. The Bloodline storyline, while a huge success for WWE at one point, has become stale. After the events of WrestleMania 40, the excitement surrounding this storyline has faded. Matches like Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes and Solo Sikoa versus Roman felt underwhelming. WWE has been trying to keep the Bloodline story alive, but the rivalry with Jacob Fatu is not captivating fans the way it once did. It might be time for WWE to step back from the bloodline and let the characters evolve before revisiting the story. Third, try new writers. In February 2025, it was revealed that Road Dogg would take over as the head writer for SmackDown. Given his previous tenure during a period when the product was less than stellar, this news has raised concerns. Road Dogg's approach to storytelling has often been criticized, and his history of engaging in online arguments with fans has done little to instill confidence. WWE might benefit from a fresh team of writers to reinvigorate SmackDown, possibly even looking outside the company for new ideas. 2. Focus on the women's division. SmackDown boasts a stacked women's roster, yet the division often feels underutilized. The show could benefit from putting more emphasis on its female competitors, especially given the success that NXT has had by prioritizing their women's division. With stars like Charlotte Flair, Nia Jax, Naomi and others, SmackDown has an opportunity to create compelling women's storylines and make them central to the product. Focusing on women's matches and storylines would set SmackDown apart from Raw and could help the show feel fresh and exciting. 1. Build compelling storylines. Perhaps the biggest issue SmackDown faces is the lack of strong, engaging storylines. Outside of a few scattered feuds, the show isn't drawing fans in with compelling narratives. WWE has so many talented storytellers on its roster, yet they aren't being utilized to their full potential. WrestleMania season is the perfect time for intense, high-stakes storylines, but SmackDown is failing to capitalize on this. For example, Drew McIntyre's recent issues following the Royal Rumble elimination could have been turned into a captivating story, but WWE missed the chance by ignoring the situation. SmackDown desperately needs to focus on creating meaningful, engaging plots that capture the audience's attention. Conclusion. SmackDown needs a major overhaul if it's going to regain the excitement and energy that once made it a must-watch show. By addressing these issues, acknowledging the problems, shortening the show, introducing new talent, building stronger mid-card storylines, and featuring top stars, WWE can breathe new life into SmackDown. If the company listens to fans and makes these changes,